Ladies and gentlemen, forgot to change the screen again. Welcome to Tournament 17, a few days early, of OMEGA² Beyond the Horizon. My name is Clément Gravier, and I'll be your host for this evening. And with me, making his return, finally, is my co-host, Benny Kins.
Yeah, oh god, there's been 17 of these? My goodness.
God, we've been going for 17 weeks, and we've had, I believe, like 5 or 6 finalists across those 17 weeks. Speaking of which, last week, the most recent of which is Clément Gravier. He finally got his revenge on the upper body gauntlet that is the Afterlife theme stage. He failed it on stage 6, the end of stage 6 in Era 1, and that was Devil's Den, I think. But he got his revenge last week and got to the final stage. He got to around the middle of the road to Asgard. And, of course, last woman standing. So, Clément Gravier was your last man standing. Taylor Green was your last woman standing for the 3rd time, tying the record set by Nora Brown-John. And last chatter standing for the 3rd straight time, the Papal Ninja, Sean Bryan. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Only one other person's done that, Joe Moravsky. Who, I believe he's here. I don't know if he's in the later half. Moravsky, surprisingly, is not in the roster.
Oh.
Damn, that's interesting. So Sean Bryan could break Joe Moravsky's record. But, speaking of breaking records, we have an all-time highest jackpot in Omega's history. $1,440,000. The highest it's been was when it was won in OMEGA², the Human Horizon, by, go figure, Jay Lewis. Won $1,360,000. It took him 8 tournaments. And since we're 9 tournaments into this era, we broke the record. It's crazy. But yeah, 8 stages away from the Human Horizon and besting the Phoenix. We got a lot of strong names this time around. Let's see if it'll happen. Stage 1 is a test of our competitor's neurological function, or in layman's terms, is a test of the brains. It's cyberspace. As usual, it consists of 6 obstacles and has a time limit of 175 seconds. The first is full send from Muso. You do a big ol' run, you do a big ol' jump, do a big ol' airbag on the other side. And if history tends to repeat itself, you're going to see a lot of saves on its obstacle. Rope Labyrinth, an easier version of Rope Maze from A&W. This from an international competition. I cannot remember which one. But the rope is on a zip line, making it significantly easier to maneuver in this maze. Hawkeye Road. Remember Hawkeye from Viking? Now there's 3 of them. With a bigger cylinder for each consecutive Hawkeye and a rope climb after each one. I cannot talk today. Memory Tower from Ninja Warrior France. Power Tower, but with booby traps. So you gotta memorize where they are, or risk getting disqualified, and that would suck. Bio Clock, also from Viking. You press a button, then you press it again in as close to 10 seconds as possible. The margin of error is only half a second. It stopped a lot of people. And finally, Pythagoras. Once you get to this point, you basically clear, because there's no way you're beating the stage. It's not meant to be clear. You're on a conveyor belt, riding on a conveyor belt. There are 8 gates. At each one, you must solve a 2-digit addition or subtraction equation. And if you if you incorrectly guess an answer on this obstacle, you will get a 10-second penalty on your time. No one has managed to beat this course. Only a few people have gotten to gate 8. But, I mean, we shall see. It's time to finally kick this thing off. OMEGA² begins with a debutant in the form of Benny Yefremov. Here we go. Saving on Rope Labyrinth, actually. Failing on Memory Tower.
Ooh. Bit of a hot start.
Another debutant in Tamaki Sakai. We actually saw her in Kunoichi, I believe, one of the more recent Kunoichi tournaments. Saving on Hawkeye Road.
12.
Yes. I was thinking 12, but I wanted to make sure. By the way, I forgot to mention, Radium is once again here for stats. Very much appreciated.
Dictionary corner.
By 0.35 seconds. Another debutant.
Oh.
Otto Dalaloyan. There's your first save on full send.
Yep.
Failing memory tower. Putting him in 3rd place out of 3. This is not great, actually. You saw him at AEW, sorry. The Howley Fair on Omega. Minoru Suzuki. Saving on Rope Labyrinth. And,
Oh?
Whoa, by a full second. Second and a half. Well, he missed, yeah, by 1.03 seconds, he missed the margin of error on BioClock. But that puts him in 1st place. I mean, for a first attempt in Omega 2, not too bad. And oh my god, it's the founder of Ninja Machine, Alex Cunningham. Never mind, he fails full send. That is a yikes. He cannot catch a break on cyberspace, dude. It's ridiculous. Another chatter. Fabian Suttner. Well, Fabi Fair. Hawkeye Road.
Oh.
Not the best start for the chatters.
Absolutely not.
Jalisa Himka. I almost put it on 25. Whoops. 35. And, first to get to the Pythagoras. Gate 6! After a save on Gate 5, Gate 6 for a female competitor on Pythagoras is very impressive. Jalisa Himka takes the lead from the moment. How much longer will that last? I don't know. Forgot to mention, farthest fastest gets $5,000, and if you somehow clear the stage, you get $50,000, which is never happened. Pierre Axelsen, making his debut, hailing from Denmark. Oh, hold on. Gate, oh, wow!
What?
Gate number 8 this early on. And from a competitor number 8 at that. That's
right.
Crazy. Jesus.
We already gotta highlight this on your
doesn't
podcast.
even do Ninja. Like Kofod last tournament.
Kafut, we had Kafut last tournament. He did crazy stuff last week. He didn't even do Ninja, and he held the record in stage, I want to say 4?
It's 3.
3, sorry.
He got the fastest time, yeah.
The fastest time in the 7th C. And Pierre Axelsen, again, he said he doesn't even do Ninja, correct?
Yeah, he doesn't do Ninja.
And he gets to Gate 8 on cyberspace as competitor number 8. How insane is that? More importantly, how the hell is Kyle Soderman going to respond to that? Okay, pop off here. Oh, hold on, Gate 7. Wow.
Nearly matched it. We're getting
Jesus.
wild ones.
This early on. Save on Gate 3. Getting all the way to Gate 7. Competitor number 9. Putting us in double digits is Ethan Gardilski. Third of the chatters to run tonight. Saving on Hawkeye Road. Failing on BioClock by over half a second. Former LWS, I believe the inaugural LWS in Omega's history. Yes it is. Olivia Vivian. Saving on full send. I had to make sure. By a 1/10 of a second missed out on Pythagoras. Alex Kostenko surprisingly making his first appearance in this era. In Omega 2, his last appearance was halfway through Omega 1. 1400s on BioClock. That is oof.
Yep.
David Bergstrom Wright. He was here last week. One of the first few returnees, saving on ledges and failing on gate number 3 for a 10-second penalty, and that cost him the rest of his time.
We'll see him later, though.
Oh, for sure. I mean, again, it doesn't really matter if you fail. What matters is how far you get into the stage, because this stage is not meant to be clear. Making her debut.
Like every time you say that, it's like you want someone to clear.
God, I mean, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy if it happened. I mean, we've gotten really close. Surprisingly making her debut in Omega, Jessie Flex Lebrec.
It only took 17 tournaments.
17 weeks. She gets to Pythagoras though and times out of Gate 3. Putting her in the top 5. One female competitor to another. The Shingo superfan Emily Montague. The host of Sasuke Divine Winds is out on Rope Labyrinth. Surprisingly not last place.
So that's 2 Ninja Machine hosts down real into the stage.
Oh yeah, because the 2 Ninja Machine hosts are in the bottom 2 of the moment. Can't catch a break on this first stage, on these first 2 stages. Green Sugita. He's probably to get a new personal best, he just has to beat the Rope Labyrinth. Saving on full send. He already has a new personal best. Going to Pythagoras. Gate 5.
Ooh.
He's definitely going to stage 2, and he'll lead for the first time in his career with a 0.16 difference on Bioclock. Very impressive. I mean, he's an idol, so of course he's going to have a lot of timings down. And choreo and all that. Our inaugural semifinalist, Drew Becker. We had 11 semifinalists in Omega 1. He was the first. Gate 7 of Pythagoras puts him in the 2nd place.
Of course, man. It's True Becker.
It's True freaking Becker. By the way, there have been 29 semifinalists in this era in Omega 2. 5 finalists in Omega 2. In Omega 1, there was only 2 finalists and 11 semifinalists. True Becker was one of them. Somebody who was not one of them was Moritz Alder.
That could change very easily. Well, not easily.
Hawkeye
It's easier said than done.
Hawkeye Road, though, stopping him at his tracks. Leaving
Case in point.
whether or not he will move on to the 2nd stage up in the air. Meanwhile, another debutant, Jonathan Benj. And I apologize for any mispronounced names, visual errors, etc.
I think you got it.
Ooh, here we go. A save on Gate 3, and he timed out on the run to Gate 5. Just
Strong run.
Top 5. Another chatter. Alt 1. He was absent last week. Personal best is 4.2 in turn 6. Wow, 0.03 in Bioclock. Damn. And he times out on Gate 2, putting him comfortably in the top 10 for the moment. That's a really good run from a chatter.
Yeah.
Dave
Especially
Kavanaugh.
compared to the previous, examples.
Yeah.
Night and day difference.
That's kind of a low bar, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Dave Kavanaugh, and that's not me throwing shade, I'm just being objective. Hawkeye
Right.
Road with a save. Kavanaugh going in the 5th. After Gate 5 of Pythagoras stops him in his tracks. Flip Rodriguez. I cannot talk to that. What's
This
7 on
early?
Bioclock. Times out on Gate 4 after a 10-second penalty on Gate 3. And here's a big name. Ninja Warrior Vietnam Grand Champion. And almost the first to beat the Ultimate Cliffhanger in Sasuke. The first American to do it. The Godfather, David Campbell. Making his first appearance in Omega 2. Memory Tower.
Ooh.
Not too bad. Not the place you want to be out of 17th out of 23. But, I mean,
Yeah.
Jonathan Stig making his 2nd appearance on Omega. Memory Tower. Right behind where David Campbell fell. And his personal best was 3.8 a few weeks ago. Only now did he make his return. Luke Allen. Another chatter is out on Rope Labyrinth.
Oh.
Jesus, the chatters can't catch a break. The only outlier so far is Alt 1. We have another debutant hailing from Mongolia. Chunyan Meh. Chongyang Engpul. Never mind. Another rope labyrinth fail.
Ugh.
Jesus. You'd think it'd be
Tough sight.
easy. The president of the JPA, Jun Sato. He's actually a semi-finalist as of a few weeks ago. Oh, 2,900 on bio clock. Stop them from getting to Pythagoras. And in the top 15, though. Not too bad. Semi-finalist number 2 in Omega's history. Schrubecker was first. Second was Sandro Scheibler. He did it in tournament 3, if I recall.
Yeah, it was tournament 3.
And 2,900s again. Stopped from getting to Pythagoras. The loose cannon, RJ Roman. Rest of the best was set a few weeks ago. 3,900s. A lot of 9s here. Wild clock's taking out a lot of people.
Yeah.
Putting us into the 30s is Jean-Lucas Schmidt. Never mind! Another chatter out on the first obstacle.
What is happening right now? Like,
Jesus.
what are the mathematical odds of this?
Chatters are getting decimated right now. Stage 2 is supposed to be the one that does that.
Right.
And it's happening on stage 1. Jesus. You can't catch a break. Speaking of someone who did catch a break, somewhat. I believe 3-time last woman standing. She did it in tournaments 5 in Omega 1. And Omega 2, she did it in 10 and 12. Nora Brown-John, one of the greatest performing female competitors in Omega's history, saving on Hawkeye Road and stopped on bio clock by 3,500s. Katie Bone, trying to get to the back half of the course for the first time in her career. She's been close. The only reason she didn't is because of the top 30 modifier. Or requirement. Ooh. Half a second there on the bio clock.
Rough.
Making his debut. Another Frenchman. Jeremy Pasquerot. I'm tempted to call this episode the French Revolution because we have a lot of French competitors. And, of course, our French competitor at number 100. So, yeah, Memory Tower takes out Pasquerot in his debut. Another
The
debut
opposite from Ninja Warrior France.
Yeah, he's like, these Europeans are strong, dude. Ripken Alexander, someone who is absolutely not a European. Saving on Hawkeye Road. Wow. 6,700s difference on bio clock. And here we go. Making his debut in Omega, finally. Chatter, Golden Canadian. Please don't fail in the first few obstacles, please. Yes!
Hey!
Here we go! Memory Tower, though. And I forgot to mention, the top 80 move on, the bottom 20 do not. So if you get to Pythagoras or Bioclock, you are very likely to move on. Golden Canadian, great start for his debut tonight. Asa Lashasa Reynolds, though. How does he respond? Whoa, 300s. 300s away from the margin of error. That was close.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, here come the Folsoms. Starting with Isabella. Made her debut last week. No, she did not. Her debut was in tournament 3. What the hell am I talking about? Saving on the last of the legends and failing on the shells. Mr. Burnout, Jarrah Boyd. Isabella Folsom, though, in the top 5. Boyd saves on Sea of Poles, gets to gate. Ooh. What the hell gate is that? Gate, the run to gate 7.
Not bad at all.
I believe
that was great.
I believe only one person has reached gate 8. I cannot remember for the life. It was number 8. I know that much. It was Pierre Axelson. I still can't believe that.
Yeah.
Fellow rep of France in the Sasuke World Cup, Moran Zelik. Saving on full send. Hawkeye Road. Takes her out early on. Making her first appearance since Tournament 1, by the way. She was there when this whole thing started. 16 weeks later, she's back.
A lot has changed.
Yeah. Speaking of people who haven't been here in a while, one of the better performing chatters in terms of OMEGA², Yuchen Shao, hailing all the way from Thailand, saving on full send.
Oh.
It's Taiwan, not Thailand.
Taiwan, sorry. Not great with names or flags. 1700s on BioClock.
Rough.
And the almost champion of Sharp Tank. He made it to the Heartbreaker in Final Adventure at one point. Ethan Swanson. Making his first attempt in OMEGA², and Hawkeye Road stops him early on.
There goes Mr. Dad.
Aiden Wood. Meanwhile,
I'm not seeing Aiden Wood in a minute. Oh my goodness.
well, Gate 6, though. After a save on Gate 3, his last appearance was in Tournament 13, which was a few weeks ago. Just outside of the top 5. In his debut is Hossein Famil Rohani. Hawkeye Road again. And making his first attempt in OMEGA². I almost said the new era again. It's not new. It's been here longer than the first one has.
For a hot minute now.
Sean Arms. Trying to get to stage 4. Multiple. Okay, only one save. Pythagoras, hold on. Gate 6.
Oh.
Putting him in the top 5.
Nice.
Dude, these young competitors are nuts. Oliver Lutman, Sean Arms. There could be names to look out for in future tournaments for sure. Oliver Lutman nearly made it to the final stage on multiple, on tournament 8, I believe. And the course got absolutely decimated.
Yeah, it was Tournament 8.
Like, the course got absolutely decimated.
The understatement.
And another chatter in Topaz Neo. Did he actually do well this tournament? Hawkeye Road. Yikes.
I mean, among the previous hosts that has ran, he's doing the best.
Yeah, so far anyway. Forgot to mention he is the host of Ninja Warrior Worldwide. So that's exciting. Okay. Making his debut, another Canadian, Ryan Atkins. If Lloyd Fortier was any indicator, these Canadians are nuts. Saving on Hawkeye Road, but missing BioClock by 800. Ladies and gents, here come the Folsoms. It's Phil. Saving on Hawkeye Road. The Barn Burners ain't messing around. Gate 5. Good lord. The Folsoms are freaking powerful. Can this man finally get his moment? The #1 ninja in the world. He was. I don't want to say he was handed that. He was given that position after Jay Lewis was put down to 4th in standings. Jackson Erdos, the most recent NSC champion, former LMS, is out on Hawkeye Road.
Oh, there goes the Chosen One. Wow.
The Chosen One is out of a Hawkeye Road. That's crazy. Max Feinberg, meanwhile, does not bode well for him. Ooh, hold on. BioClock. Pythagoras.
Oh, but he pushed it regardless. My God.
Wow. Saving on the warp wall. Getting a 10-second penalty on Gate 4. And he times out at Gate 5. Putting him in 8th place. Rounding out the first half. Another chatter, Jeffrey Ritchie. Saving on full send. Failing on Hawkeye Road. What? They got through the 3rd obstacle.
True.
Kicking off the first half of the second half of the roster. I cannot talk today. Tom Alberti. Another Hawkeye Road. Hawkeye Road didn't get buffed, did it? Because we're seeing a lot of fails here. Hawkeye
He didn't
Road...
get buffed. He's just, unpredictable.
Oh, okay. That's fair. It's rated as a
Yeah.
5. That's interesting. Christian Balkheimer. He was absent last week, trying to get to the back half of the course for the first time in his career, timing out on gate 2 after a 10-second penalty on gate 1. And here's a name I haven't seen for a minute, making his first appearance since Tournament 5, over 10 tournaments ago. Damian Dorsiewicz. Here we go. Saving on the ledges and failing on the shallows.
Ooh.
Not the place you want
It's
to be.
looking good
but
until that point.
very good thus far. But, I mean, not where you want to be, but keep in mind, there are only 20 eliminations. And here's the name we haven't seen in even longer. Let's account double feature. Viktor Wojcik, making his first appearance since Tournament 4. Halfway through OMEGA² was his last appearance. 45 hundredths away from the margin of error on BioClock. Here comes another LCS. He did it in tournament, or he's a 2-time LCS. He did it in tournament 4 and tournament 10. Donovan Matoya. Saving on full send.
Ooh.
The classy ninja stopped on BioClock by 73 hundredths, 3/4 of a second off the margin of error. Yikes. Another debutant from the United States, Andreas Johnson, saving on full send. It's the debutant. Well, how many times? Here's a drinking game. Take a shot every time I say save on full send. How many times am I gonna do that? Vote now on your phones.
Do it if you want to put yourself at risk of alcohol poisoning.
Yes, please. Do not try this at home. We do not condone alcohol addiction here at Omega. We've had 17 last men standing in Omega. Well, I don't know about 17 because we've had one that did it like 4 different times. But no matter how you put it, this man was the first. Fear Osman. Saving on Rope Labyrinth. Ooh, 0.3 on BioClock. Timing out on gate 4 of Pythagoras after a 10-second penalty, costing the 2.7 seconds he had left. Anton Fomenko trying to get to the back half of the course. He was so close in tournament 4. Oh, hold on, gate 6!
Ooh.
After a save on gate 3. Wow. Fomenko, damn. Evan Carbone, someone who has been to the back half of the course. How will he respond? Saving on Hawkeye Road. With a run. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The run to gate 7. Jesus. Mike Bernardo, someone who was surprisingly... Oh, Hawkeye Road.
What?
Jesus. Someone who was surprisingly never LCS. And that fail on Hawkeye Road
makes capable.
Yeah, but that fail on Hawkeye Road makes it even less likely.
Yeah.
Christian Hart making his first appearance in 3 weeks. Since tournament 13, saving on the ledges, and he gets all the way to gate 6.
Ooh.
Wow. He is coming for blood tonight. Damn.
His foot on the gas.
Full freaking throttle on Pythagoras. Jesus. Arthur Schreiber, how does he respond? First appearance in tournament 13. Saving on gate, I'm going to say gate 5. And you're timed out on the run to gate 6 by 300. 0.1 on BioClock, by the way.
Damn near perfection.
That's crazy. And that's what this course demands. That's what the Phoenix demands. Jan Tatarovic, someone who was very close to being a semifinalist in OMEGA². Saving on Rope Labyrinth. Not a full send save. But he gets to gate 7.
Ooh.
Wow. Putting him in second. That's crazy. Teo
Flawless.
Imbutsi. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. Tail inputs.
Nah, you good. It's been a minute since I've been in the booth, so yeah, I can't blame you.
You're good, you're good. Ledges. Saving there. Gate 5 of Pythagoras is nothing to scoff at.
Yeah.
I believe this man is a I know they're a multi-time. Wait, are they? No, they only did it once. Last chatter standing in tournament 9. Bo Lewis. So close to the back half of the course on multiple occasions in this era.
He's capable of making it. I know that for sure.
Perfect on bio clock. Wow.
Wow.
.00 came down to to literal milliseconds on bio clock. Jesus.
I mean, if I remember correctly, Bo does make music, so he got rhythm. To an extent, he got rhythm.
That's fair. Fellow music person.
Yeah.
Let's go. Save on gate 2 and he timed out on gate 5. That's a really good run for Bo Lewis.
Yeah.
Uzad, though. Saving on Hawkeye Road and failing on Memory Tower, which is from his country's version of Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
Max Gunna was denied a shot at stage 7 in tournament 12. See if he can do it tonight. He's gotten close. He knows he can do it. Gate 7 again. Wow. Save on gate 2.
Came to play.
He came to win. And the goal, like, these guys all have one thing in mind. You know, 8 stages, beating the Phoenix and all that. They want to beat this thing. And we know that a lot of these competitors are capable. One of them being Yuri Brokden, former LMS from Tournament 9, saving on Hawkeye Road, nearly the first person to get to meet line. And he fails on bio clock by 600.
Rough.
Thanks. Matthew Hall trying to get back to the back half of the course. It'd be the first time he did it in OMEGA² saving on the ledges. Oh, by just under half a second, he missed the margin of error on bio clock.
That's great. We had 2 course designers run back-to-back, both of which failed in bio clock. That's kind of crazy.
Wait, damn. Wait, Brokden and Matthew Hall. That's crazy. The Beast, James McGrath. He's been so close to LCS on multiple occasions. Saving on the warp wall, getting all the way to gate 6. Wow.
Oh.
One of the vets of A&W, so, I mean, sure. That's crazy. How the hell are you going to respond to that, Ethan Bartnicki? With a save on full send. 3 fails on the warp wall and missing on bio clock by 600. A rough run from start to finish for Bartnicki.
Not what I expect about Ethan Bartnicki. Machine. But, you know, machines, they have moments where they tend to malfunction.
Fair. Likely to move on, though. Again, only 20 eliminations. Valentin Dubois. That's a name I haven't seen in a minute. Failing Rope Labyrinth is the Frenchman.
You won't see him again.
Well, I mean, we won't be seeing him for a while. Damn. Making his first attempt in OMEGA². He's finally back. Tobias Planta. Our lone Austrian rep. Saving on the shelves and failing on the literal next one. Probably enough to move on. I mean, once we get to past runner number 81.
Yeah, that's enough to move on.
Okay, so once we pass runner number 81, that's when we're going to start seeing eliminations. And we're approaching that point. Ashton Myler bringing us even closer. And we're back half of the course on one point. 3/10. Third of a second.
Ooh.
And save on the shelves on Memory Tower as well. All I'm saying, when I did, of course, I did last minute tests on this course over the last 2 days because it's Ninja Machine tradition at this point. And one of them, I believe one of the chatters got to stage 7. I think it was Kai Veal. I think I mentioned that.
Of course.
You know they're capable. Question is, can they do it in a legit tournament? Saving on Hawkeye Road. Oh, hold on. Pythagoras. Gate 6. Kai Diol. Jesus. The personal best. They've never been... They failed on 4.2 on 3 separate occasions, but, I mean, it could happen. I mean, stage 2 makes it very much not likely, but, I mean, still.
Wait and see.
Stage 2 is pretty much chatterproof, as I always say. Jeff Baumgarten making his debut. And, ooh, that is 7/800 off. A 3/4 of a second. And ladies and gentlemen, over the last 17 weeks, we have had 5 different finalists. This man was the first. It wasn't Jay Lewis. It wasn't Tyler Smith. It wasn't Yusuke. It was Yogev Malka. And he's
always remind you.
He's always finally back. And misses on bio clock by over half a second.
Rough.
Definitely, probably enough to move on, though. Oh, definitely enough to move on. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Aaron Majiakomo. Saving on full set. And on the warp wall. Missing bio clock by 2600. Olyanek, meanwhile. Here we go. Can he finally get far again? In the course. Oh, 0.07 on bio clock, and he gets to gate 6 after a save on gate 3. 0.07. That is crazy.
Yeah.
And ladies and gents, you've seen his name as number 80 for the last 3 tournaments. Well, because not really, because he was in the top 10 of them. Crazy for chatter. The Papal Ninja, Sean Bryan, 3-time consecutive LCS. And the last of the Proto Sasuke champions, saving on the warp wall and missing out on bio clock by it was 3,300. We've had a lot of finalists, but we've only had 1 champion. And in fact, he actually got close to doing it again a few weeks ago. Jay Lewis. And Rope Magus is not in this thing. Or Rope Labyrinth, but close enough. Let's see how he does this time. Saving on Rope Labyrinth. Okay, that almost happened again.
Wow.
Misses on bio clock by 3,200. Jay Lewis not failing on stage 1 tonight. And here we go. We're going to start seeing eliminations now. First of which is Gianluca Schmidt, and Alex Cunningham is on the bubble. Andreas Johnson's guaranteed to move on. And here comes the Lion. Jones is announced Dumoncel, I believe. Wasn't he the inaugural number 100 in Omega? I think he was.
Radium got that.
Saving on the ledges. Yeah, Radium would know that.
I think it was Yusuke.
Was it Yusuke? Like, in terms of the official tournaments. I will check.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Johnson's Dumoncel gets... Oh, wow. Hold on. Save on gate 1. Misses on gate 3. Timed out, I believe, on gate 3. Let me... Hey, never mind.
Yeah, it was Yusuke who was the... wait.
In tournament 1. Alex Cunningham is eliminated. Emily Montague is on the bubble. 1 Ninja Machine host to another.
Sorry, Mr. AC Money. Better luck next time.
Well, he's gonna be busy upgrading the mind reading program in this thing.
Oh yeah, of course.
Jack Andrews, former record holder for progress in terms of chatters. We've never had one in stage 7 when you've gotten close. And he gets to gate... Maybe on gate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The run to gate 6 is what stops him. Montague's out of it. Luke Allen's on the bubble. Another chatter. About to be eliminated on stage 1. Cody Benaway. This course is as tough as it gets. See your polls to get to save there. Gate 3 of Pythagoras. From this on gate 2.
Nice.
Allen's out of it. Valentin Dubois is on the bubble. And the man who is likely to eliminate him is the Kingdom Ninja, Daniel Gill. Two-time AEW champion. Semi-finalist in Omega. 0.12 on Bio Clock, and he gets to Gate 7, putting him in third.
Ooh.
Wow. Kingdom Ninja coming for his throne. He eliminates Valentin Dubois easily. Chonyam Inkbold is now on the bubble. Ito Robin making their first appearance since Tournament 13, which was a few weeks ago. And a save on the ledges. Pythagoras. Oh, okay, what game was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Save on Gate 4, 5. 10-second penalty on Gate 6. That was Gate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it was Gate 5. Okay. I had to count that like 3 times. Jesus. Tatsuya Tada.
Yeah, this is the band that made the math theme stage.
And I'm struggling with math. That's great. Chonyam Inkbold's on the bubble. Mike Bernardo. No, Chonyam Inkbold's been eliminated. Mike Bernardo's on the bubble.
No way. No way. Okay, the man. Tatsuya Tada's biggest fan is going to be eliminated by Tatsuya Tada.
Oh, God, no. That's
All
so
right,
sad.
Looks out for Tada, guys.
He's like Yusuke eliminating Ryosuke Miyaoka and getting first in stage 4 a few weeks ago. But here comes Tatsuya Tada about to eliminate his biggest fan, Mike Bernardo. Saving on Hawkeye Road, 2-time Sasuke finalist. Whoa! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He gets a 10-second penalty on Gate 7 and eliminates his biggest fan, Mike Bernardo. And another chatter. Jeffrey Ritchie is on the bubble. Johnson's still guaranteed to move on. Last of the Folsoms. His name is Sam. Fellow Barnburners watching from the sidelines. Saving on the shelves. Missing on Bio Clock by a quarter of a second. Ritchie's out of it. Another chatter. Fabian Scheitner's on the bubble.
This is the Chatter Massacre. My goodness. This is the French Revolution and the Chatter Massacre.
Chatters are getting decimated right now. Speaking of which, is Beaglin. Hello.
Hello.
Luke Beckstrand, who one-upped his brother a few weeks ago, saving on Hawkeye Road. But Memory Tower. Gonna have to move on, but it's gonna be close. Wait, he's guaranteed to move on now. Damn. He eliminates Fabian Scheibner. Jackson Erdos is once again on the bubble.
Insane.
And for the first time in Omega's history, we have a female competitor at number 90. And that female competitor, one of the strongest we have had. 2-time last woman standing. She did it in tournament 7 and 8, the last 2 of Omega 1. Addie Herman. Saving on Full Send. But Memory Tower. Gonna have to move on, but I mean, she eliminates Jackson Erdos and puts Topaz Neo on the bubble.
Wow.
Going into the top 10 from last week, starting with Joseph Meissner. And, 0.37 on Bio Clock. Gate 6. Stops him in his tracks. With that, oh my god, Pierre Axelson is 9 runs away from another $5,000 to his name.
Ooh.
Kai Beckstrand. Saving. Oh, whoa, okay. Wait, he's out of it. Kai Beckstrand saves on Hawkeye Road, but fails the next Hawkeye. He's in 83rd. He's already out of it.
That's okay. So Luke Beckstrand in his run alone guaranteed himself to move on. With Kai's run, he guaranteed himself to be out of it. That's
on complete
insane.
Opposite ends of the spectrum. That's
Night
crazy.
and day.
Rough day for the Beckstrands. You know what,
At
Samia?
least.
Noah Samyat, former LMS in Tournament 6. Starting on Hawkeye Road. And on the Warp Wall. But he misses on Bioclock by 3,600. Eliminates Ethan Swanson and puts Hossein Fami Rouhani on the bubble. Golden Canadians now guaranteed to move on.
Love to see it.
Philip Gutta finally became a finalist last week, or semi-finalist, sorry. He did not reach stage 8. His personal best, in fact, is 7.3. Philip Gutta, meanwhile, just misses out on Pythagoras by 2,900s. Eliminates Fami Rouhani and puts Moran Zalig on the bubble. The man who might be about to eliminate her is the fastest ninja alive, Noah Munier. And then, ooh, 300s. No, 310s, sorry. Noah Munier, one of the most recent semifinalists. Speaking of recent semifinalists, this man, and I didn't know last week, he was in the top 25 in terms of standings. He came out of nowhere on his debut, getting all the way to stage 7, only being stopped by Doorknob Delta in Devil's Domain. Loic Fortier. Can he prove he's not a one-hit wonder? Saving on the ledges. Stopped on Bioclock by half a second. Definitely good enough to move on, though. He eliminates Moritz Alder. Just out of the top 40. Tom Alberti is on the bubble.
Oh.
And here comes finalist number 4. He came out of nowhere and has a perfect clear rate on stage 7, if I recall. Well, I don't know it. No, he doesn't, actually. He failed stage 7 recently. He did it in tournament 16. He failed 7.3. But regardless, he's one of our more recent finalists. Enzo De Ferrari Wilson. Can he do it again? He's 2 seconds short. Oh my god, gate 7. Wow. He was 2 seconds short of reaching the untimed section of the final stage. He's in third for the moment, though. He eliminates Tom Alberti and puts Pasquerou on the bubble.
And now memories how it's start gonna be the cutoff. As Jeremy Pasquerou is on the bubble, he failed Sea of Post in Memory Tower.
Renee Castley. What?
He failed Sea of Post in Memory Tower.
What, Vinny?
Oh, I just said, what'd they even say? Nah, forget it. Forget it.
Sorry. Circus artist Renee Castley. He's a 2-time semifinalist. Stopped on Bioclock by a quarter of a second after a save on Michelle's. Really Pasquerou puts Alter de la Leon on the bubble. Man who may be about to eliminate him. The Texas Ninja Vance Walker, 2-time AEW champion, is out on Rope Labyrinth. The 5-time semifinalist in OMEGA² is out of it on stage 1.
And you'd think the Walker Texas Ninja would be good with ropes.
Oof. Does not bode well for our number 100. Most recent finalist did it last week. A tragic hero of Omega, Clément Gravier, was stopped by the Iron Maiden, who got to the back half of the time section. Rounding off stage 1.
Oh!
What the hell? Gate 8! Putting him in first place and stealing the 5 grand from Pierre Axelson.
Dude.
Damn, that's crazy. Clément Gravier. He is a man on a mission. 5 grand in his name.
I'd give Pierre a hug right now because, my goodness.
Pierre Axelson just denied the first place in stage 1 in the last possible moment. But Gate 8 on your debut in Pythagoras is nothing to scoff at. You should be very proud of that. He eliminates the Lalayan. Yefremov is on the bubble. He's P80. Huzad is P79.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I would also like to know some trivia for Doalian. in Super Ninja 1, he failed Hariyama and missed out on semifinals by 1 spot. In this round, he failed the Sea of Pose and missed out on next round by one spot.
What the hell?
He cannot catch a break. It's crazy. How many chatters do we have left?
Balls.
Dude,
Not a whole lot.
that is
Trust me,
actually
Frank, not a whole lot.
tragic. Ethan Gardzioski, that's 1. Alt 1, 2. Golden Canadian, that's 3. Yu Chen Shao, 4, making his return. Matoya makes it 5. Bo Lewis, of course, makes it 6. James McGrath makes it 7. Kai Yul, 8. Sean Bryan, 9. Jack Andrews, 10. Putting us at double digits.
Oh, never mind then. What am I talking about?
10 chatters left. How many women left? Olivia Vivian, that's 1. Jessie.
Oh, don't forget Tamaki Sakai. Tamaki Sakai, number 2. Yeah, don't forget her.
Tamaki, okay, thank you. Sakai, 1. Vivian, 2. Lebrec, 3. Norbound John, 4. Folsom, 5. Let's see. That's not it, is it? It can't be. Nope, Addie Herman, 6.
There we go.
Of course. 10 chatters, 6 women left. And that number, by the time this next stage is over, is going to be significantly, drastically lower. Because stage 2 is pretty much chatterproof. We're about to kick it off in a moment. Forgot to mention the killer of the stage, besides obviously Pythagoras, is BioClock with 31. Memory Tower at a distant second with 13. For real this time, stage 2 in a moment. Put some sunscreen on, folks. We're going to the beach. It's Scalding Shores. It consists of 7 obstacles and is a power stage. Starting with the galleon from Viking. You must carry a bar with 2 heavy weights, 1 on either end of the bar on your shoulders, while walking across a spinning platform with 3 protruding segments. Run 0.2 miles to Lunar Impact, inspired by the version from Titan Games. Move a heavy wall on a swivel across a semicircular bridge. Another 0.2 miles to Gallon Throws. Inspired by the version from Sportsman. You toss big old barrels over big old walls. There's 3 of them. The walls get taller with each second wall. Another 0.2 miles to Gyuxo Conveyor, the unfailable version from the early days of Sasuke, directly into the warped lumberjack from Proto Sasuke. A warped wall with a short lumberjack climb at the top. And 1 more set of 0.2 miles to the wall tower. 5 walls, the middle 3 are flips, the first and last are lifts. Starts at 30 kilograms and increases by an increment of 5 kilograms for each wall, starting at 30 and ending at 50 kilograms. There's multiple levels because there's multiple vertical levels because this is a tower. So you must transition vertically to the next level via a pole climb. And at the top of the wall tower, you will find Rainbow Road, an arts balance beam that must be crossed in under 20 seconds. And there's no time limit. It's all about your speed. Well, you gotta have a perfect balance of speed and stamina conservation. Top 60 move on. Bottom 20 are out. And since there was no adjustments on this stage yet, the record stands at 6:18:38. It was set by Clément Gravier last week, who went on to reach the final stage and get to around the middle of the time section. But yeah, time to kick stage 2 off. Betty Efremov. First.
All right.
Our first clear is 7:17.
Not bad at all.
Sets the record thus far. Tamaki Sakai, in her debut, she's done Kunoichi, but how will she fare on Not Well on Scalding Shores? Galleon.
And her spring break is cut short.
Minoru Suzuki. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. 757. Well, I mean, not even close to Yefimov's time. Nope, Jalisa Himka. She actually got a new personal best and reached stage 3. Gallon throws.
I have hope.
Ooh. 702. Jalisa Himka. Quick work at stage 2. Pierre Axelsen. I'm curious to see how he's going to be in Scalding Shores. Oh my god, 638. Axelman. Or Axelsen. He's... Okay, that's not going to be broken anytime soon, I imagine. Unless...
Soderman is leaving me speechless each run so far,
Unless...
dude. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be broken anytime soon unless Soderman pops off again. Speaking of which... Kyle Soderman. Here we go. And he does! 629!
They've been going toe to toe.
Just as early as it was set, it was broken. Kyle Soderman. Just over 10 seconds shy of the record, Clément Gravier. Ethan Gardielski, one of the 10 chatters that are left. And again, by the time this stage is over, that number is going to be significantly lower. 709 from the chatter. Not bad. By any stretch. Olivia Vivian. How she respond? With a 657. Yeesh. That's tough. Alex Kostenko.
Yeah.
Save on Warp Lumberjack and a 730. Not the run he wanted. Better than what Suzuki did, but still.
Yeah.
Darkstorm Wright trying to get a new personal best and finally reach stage 4. 714.
Okay.
Not too bad. Jessie Lebrec has faced a lot of things in her career, but never Scalding Shores. And it's clear to see why. 829.
Oof.
Flex. Not looking great at the moment. Rinne Sugeta. Never mind, Galleon.
Yeah.
The Sasuke competitor. His first appearance since Tournament 5. His personal best goes from 1.2 to 2.1.
Yeah.
Drew Becker. Saving on gallon throws. Gets a 634. Respectable time. Jonathan Benge. 722. Oof. Alt 1. Never mind! Even worse than I thought.
Shatter repellents. Shatter repellents.
This stage, I keep saying, this stage is chatter-proof. Because barely any chatters move on to stage 2, and Galleon and the extreme lengths of the stage is why. Dave Kavanaugh. Saving on gallon throws. Just makes the sub-7 club. Flip. One fail and more Lumberjack. 706. Cost him a ticket to the sub-7 club. But, respectable time. Oh boy, the Godfather. He's out on Galleon. David Campbell. An
I had high hopes.
An absolute shocker for the VNW champion, or NWV champion.
Can't wait for Galleon to be the Ninja Killer, not Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
Be surprised.
Oh my, I don't think we've even had a Rainbow Road fail yet.
Yeah.
But Jonathan Steep could be the first. He will not. 703. Shun Sato. President of the Japan Parkour Association. 643. That's clear to see why. Good lord. Sato's pretty quick. Sandro Scheibler. A 640. Goes even faster. How does the loose cannon RJ Roman respond? 649. A lot of sub 50s right now. Sub 650s. Nora Brown John. Never mind! Another Galleon fail! What is going on with Galleon right now?
Guys been on the course for like a minute now, and now we're just getting like so many fails on it.
It's been in this course since this era started, and we're only now seeing a lot of fails on it. Only now is it starting to show its teeth. Katie Bone. Saving on Gallon throws after a fail on the second, and there's our first Rainbow Road fail. It's Katie Bone. Ripken Alexander. I have a feeling we're not going to be seeing as many clears this time around. 727. Obligatory when you see it from Ripken Alexander.
Right.
Making his debut, Golden Canadian. Come on, Golden. Oh, 833. Oof. 6 fails thus far. He's gonna have to hope and pray that there's 20 of them by the time we get far enough in his roster. No shades to be found, Asa. Hopefully that won't deter him. 614!
Ooh.
He takes the record from Clément Gravier
by a margin too.
By over 4 seconds. Asa Reynolds. Somebody's winning $20,000 tonight. Isabella Folsom. How do you respond to that? With a 655. Very impressive. Mr. Burnout, if anybody knows anything, it's 25% stamina, by the way. As I was about to say. Meanwhile, Golden Canadians at 0.65%. Jared Boyd, if there's anyone that knows anything about stamina, it's this dude. Legend says he what? Never mind! I mean, unfortunately, his stamina will be preserved because Galleon takes out Mr. Burnout.
What can you say? What can you say?
What is going on? These semi-finalists are dropping like flies right now. Does not bode well for Yu Chen Shao. And
he ran out of stamina on Rainbow Road.
He ran out of stamina on Rainbow Road right at the end. That is actually tragic.
I'm at a loss for words. I'm actually at a loss for words.
What is going on in Scalding Shores right now? What is there, a Dust Devil right now? I guess his name would be Galleon. Aiden Wood. Well, Galleon is spinning. 651 from Aiden Wood. The rest of these competitors better watch out, because Scalding Shores is really starting to show its teeth tonight. Sean Arms. His first attempt in the new era. He just misses on Rainbow Road right at the end. A Rainbow Road fail is always tragic.
Tough watch.
Topaz Neo. Nope. He's already out of it. Ryan Atkins.
Holy.
Another Canadian. 640 in the top 5. We had 9 fails thus far, and all of them, but like a few, are on Galleon.
The competitors are forgetting how to put one foot in front of the other. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, they're carrying heavy weights on their shoulders. I mean, we did see people fail Galleon in the original version of Viking.
Yeah.
But still, it's crazy. Fun fact, this is not the first time Galleon's been the first obstacle of a second stage. Phil Folsom. Here come the Folsoms. 632. Just missed out on a sub 30 time, but definitely respectable one. 3rd place from the moment. Max Feinberg. 9 fails. Feinberg, not one of them. He goes in the 5th. 636.
Nice.
Balkheimer. And 80%. Just out of the top 30. Or just barely in the top 30.
Man.
And that puts us at 10 fails. Trzewiecki. Never mind, there's another one! Galleon! How many, I don't know how many fails we've had in previous tournaments in Stage 2. We do not normally have this much.
I think the highest fail in Scalding Shores was like 16 in Tournament 10.
Fair. We're at 11 at the
Oh,
moment.
yeah.
We're at 11 at the moment. We're nearly halfway through the roster. Viktor Vocic just got a 632.
Strong
Here
run.
come... What? Sorry.
Not just a strong run. That's all.
Respectable time. Donovan Matoya. And he respawned with a sub 7. The classy ninja. That is his nickname, right? I just want to make sure.
Yes, the classy
I
ninja.
remember.
Okay, I didn't want to get him mixed up.
I don't keep it like A&W gimmicks, I'm not gonna lie.
Fair. Andreas Johnson. Missing once on Gallon throws and failing at the end of Rainbow Road after a save on the middle of it. Fear Oxman. How does he respond? Without no! Another
We're like at
fail!
13, 14 fails thus far.
Jesus Christ! 20, that puts him in 29th. We're barely even halfway through the roster. Fomenko, the morale is... The complexion of this competition has really shifted. 13 fails on Stage 2 thus far. And we're barely halfway through the roster.
Holy.
702 from Fomenko. Forget breaking the record. That's already been done. These guys got to worry about if they're going to move on or not.
Yeah.
Kevin Carbone, for instance. Saving on Rainbow Road and getting a 637. We get to the latter half of the roster, though. We may not have as many fails. I mean, we may not, but... as has happened in previous tournaments. You never know. Saving on Rainbow Road is Christian Hard. Gets a 641, puts him just outside of the top 10. Schreiber. Sub 7. Respectable time. 656.
Yeah.
Tatarovic. Once we get to past runner number 61 runs, that's when we're going to start seeing eliminations. Save on Rainbow Road and a 642 for Tatarovic. Imbetsi. Saving on Gallon throws. Misses once. And he fails on the lower half of Rainbow Road. Putting us at 14. Bo Lewis. Saving on Gallon throws. 727. 29th place for the moment. Not likely to move on, but it's going to be close.
Yeah.
Uzad. Ooh, 635. That's a damn good time. Max Gunna. Saving on Gallon throws. And a 646. Proknin. Saving on Gallon throws. And he fails Rainbow Road!
No!
The former
way.
LMS. The inaugural LMS of this era may be out on Stage 2. Matthew Hall does not bode well for him. Missing once on Warped Lumberjacking, giving him a 716. The Beast. Saving on Gallon throws, 657.
Alright.
We're approaching the point where we start seeing eliminations. But Nikki. Sub 7, 656. Belanja.
The Edens are cracked.
Yeah. Gardiolski, Swanson. They're all really. Langer, 647 though. Ashton Myler. 647. Kai Diol. Saving on
Hold my
Galleon.
breath. Ooh.
632 from the chatter.
Wow.
Kai Diol. He must have. I guess he just got the globe of the century. But what the hell is going on with this dude? Kai Diol is going off right now.
As he should.
He's in the top 5. Is Jeff Baumgarten running next. Missing once on gallon throws. Failing on the second half of Rainbow Road.
And
Near
now
the-
we have
God.
matched the most amount of fails on Scalding Shores now.
Ooh,
We're now
crap.
at 16.
History has been made.
History in the broadest sense of the term has been made. Yogev Malka, the inaugural Omega finalist in Omega 1, did in term in 4. Misses once a Warp Lumberjack and getting a 655 regardless.
Okay.
Pretty good. Giacomo. You'd think the morale would be pretty low at this point. Giacomo, 16 with a 645.
He's not shaken up.
Hopefully Olyanik won't be stirred by this. 649 after save near the end of Rainbow Road. 16 fails on stage 2. It's insane. We're only now starting to see eliminations. First of which is Damian Trzewiecki. Next to be eliminated is Jera Boyd. First to go are the Galleon fails. And to eliminate him might be Sean Bryan. LCS from last week. And he is. Jera Boyd's out of it. Nora Brown John's on the bubble. Bo Lewis is guaranteed to move on.
Woo!
We will have a chatter in stage 3. We'll have multiple chatters because Sean Bryan moved. Jay Lewis, I mean, it's happened before in stage 2. Vinny can confirm he failed on the camera logs. It's no longer in this stage. I mean, you never know with what's been happening currently. 3rd place with a 631.
Locked in.
Nora Brown John's
Not
out of
taking
it.
anything for granted this time.
Nora Brown John's out of it. David Campbell's on the bubble. The Lion. Zontosinaz Dumosel. Maybe about to eliminate the Godfather. He does. Oh, one's on the bubble. David Campbell's out of it. Jack Andrews. Last of the chatters to run tonight. This is one's on gallon throws. Eliminates a fellow chatter in Alt 1. Sugita's on the bubble. Cody Banaway. Saving on Rainbow Road, and he fails at the end of it! Cody Banaway just misses. Will it be enough for him to move on? Probably not. It's gonna be close.
And we have now beat the record.
We have an all-time record for the most stage 2 fails in Omega. 17 out of 66.
6.
Jesus Christ.
What if we don't get 60 advances? Just imagine that. I don't want to speak into existence, but just imagine we don't hit 60 advances.
No, we're gonna have 60. It's just we may have a fail that moved on. There's only 20 eliminations. Daniel Gill trying not to be one of them. He will not. He eliminates Tomaki Sakai and puts Yuchen Shao on the bubble. Damn. Yo Robin may be the one to eliminate him. He is. The sub 7. Jen Shao is out of it. The lone Taiwan rep is out of the equation. Tail Imbatsi on the bubble. Ripken Alexander is now guaranteed to move on. And here comes the star of Yamagata, Tatsuya Tada. And he will not choke this time. 640.
Lovely.
Eliminates Andreas Johnson. Tail Imbatsi. Andreas Johnson's on the bubble. Last of the Folsoms. Sam with a 626.
Nice.
Eliminates Andreas Johnson. Puts Balkheimer on the bubble. We saw his brother go out with a shockingly early exit on stage 1. All he can do is watch his brother, as all Kai Beckstrand can do is watch his brother Luke once again takes on Scalding Shores. Saving on Wall Tower, and he fails on Rainbow Road!
Ooh.
Rough day for the Beckstrands. Eliminates Balkheimer. But will it be enough? I think it'll be enough to move on then. Surprisingly. We're at 18 fails on stage 2, by the way. I think.
Yeah, we're at 18.
18 is crazy. Addie Herman.
Yeah.
She eliminates Baumgarten with a 651. Very good run. Sean Arms is on the bubble. Damn.
Ooh.
Alex Kostenko is now guaranteed to move on. Moving on to the top 10. Starting with Meissner. Saving on Gallon throws. Saving at the end of Rainbow Road, and he eliminates Sean Arms with a 650. Katie Bone is on the bubble. And the man who might be about to eliminate her, Shneur Samyach, the youngest champion in Ninja Warrior Israel history, gets a miss on Warped Lumberjack, but does not deter him and gives him a 639. Eliminates Katie Bone, puts Luke Beckstrand on the bubble. The Beckstrands are going to be out of it on stage 2. As we see something even more tragic, and see that the next 6 runners don't, next 6 runners don't move on. Gutta is once on Gallon throws. But he gets to 638, and that'll eliminate Luke Beckstrand.
Man.
That'll do it for the Beckstrands. Banaway is on the bubble. Kostenko's still guaranteed to move on, and here comes Munier. Saving on Gallon throws. 643 will eliminate Banaway. And put Kfir Otzman on the bubble. Lloyd Fortier. 629
Ooh.
from the Canadian. Kfir Otzman is easily eliminated by that. And he puts Yuri Prokhin on the bubble.
Ooh.
Jesus. That's a sad sight. Enzo De Ferrari Wilson. Bittersweet run for sure. 645. He eliminates Prokhin. And Golden Canadian's on the bubble. Damn. He almost made it to stage 3. He's about to be eliminated by one Renee Casson, the circus artist. Yep. 732 or 632. That'll do it. Golden Canadian.
Didn't jinx it.
Oh my god. He was P62. No. It was so close. Lebrecht is P61. Clément Gravier. Last runner to go. And he's through after multiple saves on Rainbow Road. And he moves on with a 630 even. Putting him comfortably in the top 5. Lebrecht is P61. Suzuki is P60. Kostenko is P59. How many chatters left? We did just lose Golden Canadian. It was a heartbreaker. He was P62. That is rough.
Yeah.
Zelisa Himka. How many female competitors? 1, 2, Vivian. Not many, damn. Addie Herman, 3. How many chatters? Gordulski. Still in the running. Matoyer. Lewis, that's 3. McGrath makes it 5. Kai Diol. Sean Bryan. Jack Andrews. 8 chatters. 3 women left. How many of the top 10? Everyone except Kai. And the killer of the stage, was Rainbow Road by a margin of 4. Stage 3 in a moment. And oh, by the way, Asa Reynolds does in fact win $20,000 for breaking the record set by Gravier last week.
Woo!
That is going to be hard to beat. Stage 3 in a moment. This stage is the first of its kind. Welcome to the 7th scene. It consists of 7 obstacles. And yes, the record may be retconned. Masato Inui, as I always say, eat your freaking heart out. You have a water-based stage. First is Lifeboat. You're running into, you slide down a slope and go in the water. You only fail if you fall off the inner tube and into the water. The new obstacle is Pirate's Cove, which is a version of Captain's Wheel with 2 wheels that must be spun via the spokes protruding from the wheel. Aqua Tackle, which is... It's a fairly new obstacle. Competitors must find leverage to push forward 3 large stone blocks directly into Cargo Chaos from Muso. You go over and under cargo nets, partially submerged in water. Water wheels. Remember the water walls from A&W? Yeah, remember that wall that had the wheel on it that you turn to lift the wall? Now there's 3 of those. Directly into the literal salmon ladder, which is from Survival Race. Competitors will need to spring upwards out of the water and over progressively taller barriers. And finally, the Spider Trap, which is from A&W. 2 sets of vertical plexiglass panels with 3 sets of heavy doors that the competitor must ascend by propping themselves between the walls and pushing the doors into their locked open position. Each door weighs 50 pounds, which the competitor must push upward while their weight is supported by their legs propped between the panels. Top 45 advance. Bottom 15 don't. 15 eliminations this time around. Time to kick off stage 3 once again with our number 1, which is Benny Yefremov. Spider Trap. And again, this is all about your speed. Again, you gotta have that perfect balance of speed and stamina conservation. Minoru Suzuki, never mind, he fails lifeboat. He squeaked in the stage 2, he will not do the same for stage 3. It's Elisa Himka. And our first clear with a 4:17.
Nice.
The former record was 3:48 by Kafui, but since there have been adjustments to the stage, the record has been recorded. Pierre Axelson, I'm genuinely curious about this dude.
Right.
3:54. And he easily takes the record. And remember when I said that record wouldn't be broken anytime soon unless Kyle Soderman popped off. Kyle Soderman proceeded to pop off. Well, it happened again.
I like this rivalry going. Ninja needs some rivalry.
Yeah. Kyle Soderman, hot at the heels of, oh my god, by 1 second.
Oh my goodness.
Of course he does. Of course Kyle Soderman would break the record. Again. And who was it on stage 2? Asa Reynolds does win $20,000. And again, since the record was retconned, furthest fastest wins $20,000. Gardzielski. Never. Oh, he was close. Last trap in the Spider Trap. Stops him in his tracks. May prevent him from moving on to stage 4. And his PB is 3.8 again. Damn.
Ah, man.
Olivia Vivian. 4:03. Close. 10 seconds shy. Just around 9 seconds shy. Close enough. Kostenko.
Here we go.
Ooh. 441. Not the time he wanted.
Oh yeah, I actually don't think Alex Kostenko is a chatter.
That's my bad. I'm just gonna.
Because in my head I was thinking, who's his username again?
Yeah, that's my bad. I mean, it's Ninja Machine tradition at this point. Works from right. And 425. Not the time we would have wanted. True freaking Becker.
Especially to have a lifeguard.
Oh God, you're right. Saving on lifeboat is True Becker, and he gets a 403. Respectable time. Putting him in 4th place out of 7. Jonathan Bangs. In his debut appearance, 431. Dave Kavanaugh. I wonder what the record is for fails in this stage. There's one of them. Spider Trap.
I think it was 12 because of Jump the Shark in...
Oh, God.
Yeah, that is Jump the Shark.
Right. That's crazy. I forgot that was in this. I made this damn course and I forgot about Jump the Shark.
Yo, but Jump the Shark, what the hell?
Jump the Shark is... Jump the Shark. It's crazy. Flip Rodriguez. Flip. 416. Around middle of the pack. Can Jonathan Stieg finally get a new personal best?
Who?
Not likely. 428. Only 4 fails thus far. Zun Sato. Ooh. Nearly a sub 4. Scheibler. Standing at the end of Spider Trap. Just out of the top 5. Lewis Cannon. RJ Roman. Ooh, 402. It's out of the top 3. These times are getting faster and faster. Alexander.
Yeah.
Okay, Alexander. Ah!
Ooh.
Spider Trap. That is 5 fails.
Yeah.
Asa Reynolds. Again, no shades to be found here. Doesn't deter him. 347.
Ooh.
He takes the
Yeah, I
record.
think the record last tournament was 348, so he just beat the previous record.
Wait, he did?
Yeah, it was 348.
Oh my God, he did.
Yeah.
So either way, he would have won $20,000. Isabella Folsom. How the hell do you respond to that? By the way, here come the Folsoms. Forgot to mention that. Second stage 2. Save on Spider Trap in a 6:53. Very respectable time from the barn burner.
Yeah.
Ain't Wood. Can he finally get a new personal best? 419. On the lower end of the clear times.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of the pack overall. Ryan Atkins. Another debutant who's also a Canadian. Top 5 performance with a 3:54. Very respectable time. Phil Folsom. Ooh, 4 even. 1500s stops him from a sub 4 time. Technically 16. Close enough. Max Feinberg. Ooh, 354. Respectable. 4th place. 24 runs in. Once we get past run 30, that's when we're going to start seeing eliminations. Volchik, 408. Matoya, one of the last chatters left, 417. That's not where you want to be at this point. Flamenco.
Yeah.
And just as rough of a placement
90 better.
with a 415. Carbone. 405. A little bit better. Christian Hart. Oh, 417.
Ooh.
Schreiber. We're about to start seeing eliminations. 424. Oof. Wait, no, we're not. What am I talking about? There's 60 left.
It's 30, not 60.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, oh, there's gonna be, whoa, Tatanovic with a 353, by the way. I was thinking, oh, there's gonna be 30 at the end of the stage, right? Nope, it's 45. I literally said it a few minutes ago.
Stop gaslighting me.
Tatanovic with a non-intentional 353 for Tatanovic, and Bo Lewis trying to become the last chatter standing for a second time. 424 is not going to make that likely. Ujad, though. 414. Around 30, nearly 30 seconds shy of the record. Currently.
These competitors are gassing out by the end of the stage.
Yeah, the stages 2 and 3 will drain.
Absolutely.
Gonna. Ooh, 405. I mean,
Yeah, that will be enough to move on, though. Yeah.
yeah, fair. Nope, not Yuri Prokinin. What am I talking about? Matthew Hall. Oh no! Spider trap. That may have prevented him from getting to the back half of the course, or even getting close. James McGrath, the beast. Ooh, around middle of the pack with a 414. Bartnicki. Oh, not where you want to be. 421.
I'd expect him to, set the pace, but I guess not. My God.
No. If anything, Reynolds set the pace, and so
Yeah.
to an extent. Planger. Okay. 414, respectable.
Yeah.
Myler. 419. Okay, for real this time, we're nearing the point where we're gonna start seeing eliminations. Hopefully, Kai Diol will not be one of them. Ooh, it's gonna be rough. 413. Around middle of the pack. Will it be good? Is that good enough to move on, actually?
Yeah, that will be enough to move on.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good. Yogev Malka, our inaugural finalist. 412. Seeing a lot of 4-minute plus times here.
Yeah.
Jai Como. Ooh, just barely a
There
sub
we
4.
go.
There we go. 8 minute or 358. Haha, sub 4 time, 8 minutes. 60%. It works 60% of the time, all the time.
Yeah.
Yannick. The goal is to get a sub 4. Ooh, Yannick doesn't quite get that. He had a lot of times in that general vicinity. Yeah. Sean Bryan. Trying to get back to the back half of the course. Not likely with a 420, putting him out of the top 30. How does Jay Lewis respond? It's about to be good. 349! 2 seconds shy of the record. Yeah, 2 seconds. That was really good. Comfortable second place. Definitely good enough to move on. The Lion.
He's sitting pretty.
I mean, that's all you can do is hope and pray. I mean, Jay doesn't really need to. If anyone needs to, is Jalisa Himka. Well, she's guaranteed to move on, but if anyone needs to, it's Benny Yefremov, because Suzuki's out of it. Dumosel is at 417. Yefremov's on the bubble. He's gonna need a miracle at this point. We're gonna start seeing eliminations for real this time. Ito Robin. Nope. Jack Andrews. I went right past him. 412. Benny Yefremov is out of it. Ripken Alexander's on the bubble. Daniel Gill. The Kingdom Ninja. Ooh, 401. Just nearly a sub 4. I'm so used to saying sub 7 because of stage 2.
Yeah.
Damn it, dude.
Can't blame you.
Matthew Hall's on the bubble. Now Ito Robin. Ooh, 417. Mates Matthew Hall. Gordiolski's on the bubble. Tatsuya Tada may be about to eliminate him. Ooh, with a 347. Wait, hold on. He was a half a second shy of the record.
I know.
Jesus. Tatsuya Tada came to play, dude. He eliminates Gordiolski. Kavanaugh's on the bubble. This is Sam Folsom. Saving on lifeboat. 352 from Sam Folsom. Eliminates Dave Kavanaugh. Puts Kostenko on the bubble. Addie Herman. And she gets a 415. Definitely enough to move on, but it's going to be close. Kostenko's on the eliminated. Kostenko is eliminated. Jonathan Benj is on the bubble. Ready for the top 10. Starting with Meissner with a 409. Eliminates one Jonathan. About to eliminate another in Jonathan Stig. Himka's guaranteed to move on still.
Whew.
Samyach. A 343.41.
Ooh.
Wow. He takes the record by 4.02 seconds.
I should have
Samyach
expected this. But yeah, I'm so
Samyach
surprised.
is just 6 runs away from winning $20,000. Eliminates Stig. Bergstrom Wright is put on the bubble. And next to run is Philip Goethe. 402, he eliminates Bergstrom Wright, with Schreiber on the bubble as Noam Jr. runs next. The 402. Jr. gets a 344. Just under a second shy of the record. He's called the fastest ninja alive for a reason. Jesus.
Yep.
Eliminates Schreiber. Bo Lewis is on the bubble. Oh. That is a heartbreaker. Denied a shot to be LCS again. And of all people to eliminate him, Loic Fortier, to prove he's not a one-hit wonder. He's definitely not 354. Eliminates Bo Lewis, puts Barknicki on the bubble. Chatter's left. Enzo next. Ocean conservationalist, you know he's going to do great in water. 357.
Yeah.
Eliminates Barknicki. Sean Bryan's on the bubble. Wait, what?
Sean Bryan's on the bubble.
Sean Bryan is on the bubble. So we will have a new, like maybe have a new last shatter standing. I will have to check at the end of the stage. That is a yikes if I've ever seen one. Renee Castley. I think Kai Diol's still in it. Saving on Spider Trap. He eliminates Sean Bryan with a 344 in third place.
Man.
Damn, the Papal Ninja's out of it. Ashton Myler will be the last to be eliminated on stage 3. Unless Clément Gravier has a shocking exit on the 7th seed. He does not. He takes the record with a 338.
Wow.
Right at the end, Gravier. Oh
Literal
my.
last seconds.
The last moment. He eliminates Ashton Myler, Aiden Woods P60, Jaleesa Himka's P61. I believe Kai Diol. Is Kai Diol still in it? Yes, they are.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Yep.
Oh boy. Clément Gravier denies Snor Samyach another record. He takes 20 grand to his name. Hold on. That's his first name. Oops.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. How many female competitors left? Himka, Vivian, Folsom. Or Himka squeaks into stage 4.
We still got Herman, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get there. Yeah, Addie Herman, so that's 4. 4 women left. I think only one of which, no, 2 of which are former last women standing. Any chatters left? Matoya still in it. McGrath,
Of course.
Diol, and Jack Andrews. 4 chatters left. And the killer of this stage is the spider trap. 4 chatters left. I believe 4 women left going into stage 4. Oh, this is going to be crazy. Stage 4 in the moment. We've trekked across land and sea, but soon you'll be one step closer to the sky itself. We're going to be exposed to sub-zero temperatures soon, so you might want to get your jackets on, folks. Welcome to Mount Bittercold. This is the ultimate burnout stage, consisting of 8 obstacles. Starting with pressure cooker. Already starting off with a 10. It is extremely difficult. Pressure cooker is as follows. Competitors use angled handles with affixed sleeves to cross a series of vertical poles. Bear trap. A couple sets of flying bar cradles, and following this is a very technical maneuver. We have to shove the bar into a set of claws, reminiscent to a bear trap. Spider mountain. Remember the spider flip from Sasuke? Remember how there was 1 jump? Now there's like 5 of them. Some of them you have to climb up, some of them you have to climb back down. Cliff toss from Sasuke Nitro, in which you have to. Well, it's the dimensions of the cliffhanger Kai. Except the clips are on hooks, so a 35 centimeter upward transition and a 45 centimeter downward transition. And this time they're on hooks. So it's even more difficult. Cloud ladder, kicking off the back half. Twists on the floating monkey bars. We're going diagonally and up. Very difficult. Ascending ice picks. You have a pair of nunchucks with hooks at the end of it. You have to take them out of the board, holes of the first board, put them into the second board in front of you. And the difference with this version is that the boards are closer to each other, but it's ascending, making it very difficult. Mountain cross, a series of dinos with several different objects. Rails, rocks, trees, you name it. Finally, the flying wedge, which remains unbeaten at this point. A mix of the flying bar and the wedge from Sasuke Nitro. And whoever clears this stage wins $10,000 times the number of obstacles in this stage, which is currently set at 8. So you'll win 80 grand if you clear the stage, and it'll be buffed next week. So you can thank whoever clears it for it being nearly nigh impossible. It already is nigh impossible, because Oliver Lutman cleared the original version with 7 obstacles. So with that in mind, 30 move on, the other 15 do not. Time to finally kick off stage 4 with Jaleesa Himka. Here we go. 1 miss on pressure cooker. Cliff toss. Takes her out of it early on. If you want to move on to the back half of the course, you gotta get to the back half of the stage to get to the back half of the course. or to make it likely to reach the back half. Pierre Axelson. How much farther can he go? 5 misses on pressure cooker and a fail on bear trap. That might be it for the debutant. Soderman. 2 misses on pressure cooker and a fail on bear trap for Kyle Soderman. An early exit on Mount Bittercold for Soderman. Vivian now. It's not bode well for the rest of these competitors. 2 misses on pressure cooker. Ooh, cliff toss. Vivian, though, first place for the moment. Nearly reaching the back half of the stage. Olivia Vivian. First place for the moment. Next is True Becker. 3 misses on pressure cooker and another fail on bear trap. Oof. Flip Rodriguez. 2 misses on pressure cooker. Oh, ice picks. Flip Rodriguez easily takes the lead. That was... I'm just gonna put flip. Flip. So fun to say. Flip. Jun Sato. 1 miss on pressure cooker. Saving on the bear trap maneuver. No, saving on one of the cradles of bear trap. Saving on cliff toss and failing on the 45-centimeter downward transition. Second place.
Of course. I said, of course.
Sandro Scheibler. 2 misses on pressure cooker. Saving on cliff toss, getting to the ice picks. And Scheibler is in first place. Yeah, he's in first. Where did I put... Scheibler takes the lead for a moment.
Keyword for the moment.
I mean, considering we got a lot of... even more really strong competitors left. Speaking of which, RJ Roman. 2 misses. Saving on Spider Mountain. Ice picks. Takes down RJ Roman. Second place, though. Asa Lachesa. Here's where Lachey starts to come in. He's trying to make like his namesake. Saving on the cliff toss, but failing on the cloud ladder.
Ooh.
Here come the Folsoms. Isabella. 3 misses on pressure cooker. Ooh, back half. She's the first to get to mountain cross.
Oh, yeah.
After a save on the rock, she fails on the doorknob. Isabella Folsom takes the lead. 4.7. She already has a new personal best. Her personal best was 4.2 before tonight. Isabella Folsom. Strong start for the Barn Burners. Aiden Wood. 4 misses on pressure cooker. Rough start. Saving on cliff toss, but failing on that 45-centimeter transition. Yikes. Ryan Atkins. 2 misses. Failing on bear trap as a debutant.
Oof.
Damn. Phil Folsom. Saving on 1 miss on pressure cooker. Saving on cliff toss. Oh, flying wedge! He takes the record from his sister. Failing on the first jump. Barn Burners came to play.
Oh, not sister, is the wife of, oh god, I can't remember which Folsom she's married to. Damn it, I can't remember.
There's 2 of them.
I can't remember which Folsom. Yeah, I can't remember which Folsom.
Radium, I feel like Radium would know.
I think it's Sam. Let me.
Okay.
I think it's Sam. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Meanwhile, that's embarrassing. Max Feinberg. Saving on Spider Mountain. Oh, hold on. Flying Wedge, he takes the record from the Folsoms.
Ooh.
Wow, Max Feinberg. 2-3 by 1 jump. Max Feinberg takes the lead. We finally get to the back half of the course. I mean, it's likely, but will it happen? It'll be the first time in this era that he pulled it off. Voljic. 1 miss on PC. Saving on Cliff Toss. Failing on Mountain Cross, though, is the OCR athlete. There were 4 chatters left, if I recall.
Yeah, there's 4 chatters left.
Okay, let's check. It's Matoyer, Lewis. No?
Deal and Andrews.
Matoyer, Deal, and Andrews, is that it? Okay.
And Lewis. Bo, yeah.
Matoyer, okay. So Matoyer, Kai Deal, and I already forgot the other one. Jack Andrews. Jack Andrews. Yeah. Okay. So here's where the chatters start to come in. Donovan Matoyer.
Yep.
Here we go. Saving on Bear Trap and failing on the Bear Trap itself. Deol and Andrews know what they have to do to guarantee themselves LCS tonight. Almost digested Anton Fomenko. Whoops! To get a new personal best, just has to get past the cloud ladder. Can he finally do it? 2 misses. Saving on Bear Trap, failing Spider Mountain. Oof. Carbone. Saving on Pressure Cooker, failing on Bear Trap as well. Such a technical move. It makes sense to fail on it, but damn, it's tough. Christian Hart. 1 miss. Gets the Bear Trap maneuver. Cliff Toss takes him out. In the top 10 for the moment. Tatarovic. Meanwhile, checking to see where Toya failed. Oh, he doesn't even reach the Bear Trap maneuver. Fails on one of the cradles. That's rough.
Yeah.
Guzad. 2 misses. He fails on the Bear Trap. After a save
Can we see the back
earlier.
half again?
Damn. Gonna. 2 misses. That's a Bear Trap maneuver. Back half. Mountain Cross.
Oh.
Takes out Max Gunna. Putting him in the top 5 though. James McGrath is still in this. The Beast knows what he has to do. He gets 1 segment farther than Matoyer. So James McGrath has a shot to be LCS tonight. Even if he doesn't move on, but I mean, hopefully he does. Planger. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Mountain Cross. Finally takes out Planger. Damn. Save on Spider Mountain as well. Kai Diol knows what he has to do. Just got to get past the first jump of Spider Mountain to guarantee themselves as LCS for the first time in their career. Come on, Kai. 1 miss. Ah! Failing on Spider Mountain is Kai Diol. It really depends on who's eliminated first. Jack Andrews is the only chatter left to run. Yogev Malka. 1 miss. Cost him a lot of stamina, though. Saving on Cloud Ladder and failing on Ice Picks. Majaya Como. 2 misses. Failing on Bear Trap is Majaya Como.
What is happening? Oh my goodness.
Jesus. These top competitors are dropping like flies. Yannick. 1 miss on Pressure Cooker. Saving on Cloud Ladder and failing on one of the last few runs. Jay Lewis. Has he ever failed on stage 4? Or failed to make it past stage 4? He fails on Spider Mountain! There's a chance that could be it for him.
Yeah.
I mean, he did get nerfed, but still. To lose him
Not by a
that
whole
early.
much.
Like, to lose him that early would be crazy. The Lion, 2 misses. Saving on Cloud Ladder. Ice Picks. Takes out Dumosel. Axelson is first to be eliminated. Oof. Damn good run for the debutant, though.
Absolutely.
Truebecker is on the bubble. Christian Hart's guaranteed to move on. Jack Andrews. In order to guarantee himself as LCS, he's got to make it past the first jump of the Spider Mountain. Same thing applies as did to Kai Diol. 3 misses, several misses, and he still makes it farther than the other chatters did. He gets to the ascending ice picks. How many misses was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a save on Pressure Cooker. That is a statistical miracle for Jack Andrews.
Pure, undistilled grit.
And that's what it
Jack
takes
Andrews.
on a burnout stage like this. It takes the ice picks. He runs out of stamina, and that's what it takes to take him down. Jack Andrews, 12th place. Truebecker's eliminated. Kyle Soderman's on the bubble after breaking records on multiple occasions tonight. He will be the second to be eliminated. Unless Daniel Gill chokes. 2 misses. He definitely didn't choke. Saving on Spider Mountain, failing on Cliff Toss. And then it's Kyle Soderman and puts Ryan Atkins on the bubble. Ito Robin. Saving on Pressure Cooker, but failing the Bear Trap maneuver. Atkins is out. Giant Como's on the bubble. Olivia Vivian's now guaranteed to move on. Tatsuya Tada. Perfect Pressure Cooker. Saving on Spider Mountain. Cloud Ladder. Rajad's on the bubble as Majai Como's eliminated. Last of the Folsoms. Sam.
Captain.
On. Oh, hold on. Flying Waves!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Should we be surprised? Should we, though?
Barn burners are burning this course down. Jesus, they're making like their namesake.
Yeah.
By one, I mean by
name.
one jump, but still. Is it? Hold on, did all 3 of the Folsoms hold the record on this stage at one point?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember.
Holy crap.
I believe so. What? That's...
What the hell?
Yeah.
Barn burners are making like their namesake and burning this course to the ground. Jesus.
As they should.
Addie Herman. 2, 3 misses, saving on Bear Trap. Oh my god. Mountain Cross takes down Addie
Poster
Herman.
child got deep.
She got way into the stage. She eliminates Donovan Matoyer. 3 chatters left. Kevin Carbone is on the bubble. Vivia's still guaranteed to move on. Top 10, or what's left of it. Meissner. 2, 3 misses on Pressure Cooker. Cloud Ladder takes out Meissner. Eliminates Carbone. Puts Robin on the bubble. Samyach. 1 miss on PC. And Mountain Cross nearly makes it to Flying Wedge. Just out of the top 5. Eliminates Robin. Puts Tatarovich on the bubble. Guta. Whoa, that's a lot of misses for Guta. Cliff Toss. He may not... Oh my god, he's P26 and there's 6 runners left. He's just gonna miss out on stage 5. How many misses for that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 misses on Pressure Cooker.
He was going in circles there. My goodness.
He lost a third of his stamina on 4.1. That's a yikes if I've ever seen one.
Oh yeah, I would also like to know for Jack Andrews one, he lost like 40% of his stamina on Pressure Cooker.
40%.
And he managed to beat himself.
Jesus. No
Like a
immune
genie.
here. One miss on Pressure Cooker. Saving on Cloud Ladder. Failing on one of the last few movements. Eliminates Fomenko. Puts Kai Diol on the bubble. Just missing out on the back half of the course. And eliminating them is a fellow Canadian, Loic Fortier.
Wow.
Hold on, 2 misses on Pressure Cooker. Despite this ice picks. A Canadian eliminates a fellow Canadian. Kai deals out of it. James McGrath is on the bubble. And I think that means Jack Andrews is your last chatter standing. For the 4th time, if I recall. Yep, for the 4th time. Jack Andrews is your last chatter standing. But will he make it to the back half of the course again? Finally. That is to be determined. Enzo De Ferrari Wilson, though. 2 misses on Pressure Cooker. And, oh my god, Mountain Cross. Just out of the top 5. He eliminates James McGrath. Jay Lewis is on the bubble!
Oh.
What? Jay Lewis is about to be eliminated a few spots short of the back half of the course. Renee Castley might be the one to eliminate him. 1 miss. That'll definitely do it. Cliff toss. He eliminates Jay Lewis. He was P62. Philip Gutta is on the bubble. We will have a chatter in the back half of the course in Jack Andrews. Jaleesa Himka is guaranteed to move on. Clément Gravier, unless he chokes, Gutta is going to be out of it. 1 miss. Gravier is moving on, but how much farther can he go? Oh my god, flying wedge. Doesn't break the record set by Sam Folsom. So Sam Folsom wins another $5,000. Great night for the Barn Murders.
Absolutely.
How many female competitors left? Isabella Folsom. And Addie Herman. And Jaleesa Himka. 3 women left. 1 chatter left in Jack Andrews.
Wow.
So you know what this means? For the 4th time, Sean Bryan's streak is broken. And Jack Andrews once again takes the record that was his to start. He is now a 4-time last chatter standing. Let me put that in my notes really quick. And the killer of the stage, as you can clearly tell, was the Bear Trap by a margin of 2. So 3 women left, 1 chatter left, 30 athletes remain as we move on to the back half of the course in a moment. If you made it this far, then congratulations! You've earned yourself a one-way ticket to the back half of this course. You've also earned the right to test our not necessarily brand new, but state-of-the-art space elevator. That was a long pause. It is a tower-based stage consisting of 4 obstacles and has a time limit of 133 seconds. First is vertical cheese, 13 meters tall, cheese boards that must be ascended. Next is Heavenly Ladder from Shin Sasuke, a rope ladder, 10 meters up. Keyword being rope makes it exceedingly difficult. Power switch. Similar to Crank It Up, competitors crank 2 poles upwards while using a wall for foot support, 12 meters up. Finally, the P rope, which is a rope climb split into 2 segments. The blue zone is where you're only allowed to use your arms, you're not allowed to use your legs. Get it mixed up that time. And finally, the gold zone is when you're allowed to start using your legs. Time limit, 133 seconds. The rope is 16 meters tall. It is a 51-meter stage. So with that in mind, it's time to kick off the back half of the course. Last week's clear rate. 30 in Stage 5, 15 in Stage 6, 5 in Stage 7, and 1 Clément Gravier in Final Stage. Kicking off Stage 5 tonight is Jaleesa Himka.
And I didn't have to explain Power Switch. Let's go.
Because I looked it up on Course Creator. Oh!
Oh.
Missing out on stage 6 by 73 centimeters. Damn good run for someone who's never even been to stage 3 before tonight.
Yeah.
Olivia Vivian. I should probably turn the BGM down a little bit. Olivia Vivian. She's been to stage 6 before. Can she do it in OMEGA²? Not likely. Somebody close. Yes!
Oh.
Olivia Vivian moves on to stage 2. She's showing the Space Elevator who's boss. As well as the other female competitors who are left. They came to win. Flip Rodriguez. Can he finally reach stage 6? He's failed it 2 consecutive times. Can he do it tonight? Yes, he can!
There we go.
Flip moves on to stage 2. Jun Sato next. He's done it before. Can he do it again? Ooh, yes!
There we go.
Jun Sato moves on to stage 6. I'm being cold. Hold on 1 second. Okay, we're back. Sandra
so back.
Scheibler. Here we go. Oh! Oh! Wow! That was close. 5,500 left on the clock for Sandro Scheibler. He moves on to stage 6
Jeez.
once again. Can he finally get back to stage 7? Can he do it in this era? Down this far. RJ Roman trying not to be the second. Got it before. Not likely this time around.
It's not going to keep the train going.
Barely gets in, like, barely reaches the gold zone of the P1. Asa Reynolds. Who's also been to stage 6. No! 113 centimeters. Yikes. Here come the Folsoms. All of them are still in this thing. Will that remain in stage 6? Isabella will not. 111 centimeters short. Aiden Wood. So we will have 2 Folsoms at most in stage 6. Aiden Wood. Barely makes it to the gold zone. Phil Folsom, he just saw
Isabella.
his in-law
Yeah.
denied a shot at stage 6. How will Phil fare? Oh, Shirley. No!
Oh.
A centimeter and a third short. No, a centimeter. A meter and a third short. That's a bit more than a meter or a centimeter. Max Feinberg. Oof. 1 Folsom left. He's running later. Feinberg just makes it to stage 6. I think it's at 5-4-11. Wojciech making it to stage 5 for the first time in his career. Can he get to stage 6 though? Well, not likely. No.
Oh.
A meter, 112 centimeters short. Yikes. Christian Hart makes it to the back half of the course for the first time in his career. Can he handle Space Elevator? Not likely. Doesn't even reach the gold zone. Oof.
Oof indeed.
Max Gunna. He's done it before. Can he do it again? Oh, it's not likely. Oh my god, he barely reaches into the gold zone. Flanger. This is looking grim. Flanger, though. Can he get back to
Turn it
stage
around.
6? Oh my god, with under a second left.
Nice.
He has a shot at a new personal best for the first time in this era.
Oh yeah.
He's back to
Yeah, I would
stage
also like
6.
to note for Flanger, he has always made it to the back half of the stage.
That's fair.
In his sweet appearances,
That's fair.
including this year.
This is stage 6 is kind of different than the last era, though. So, I mean, only time will tell. Yogev Malka. He's seemingly good with towers, but not this one. He's 0 for 2 on towers. He barely reaches the gold zone. Around the quarter of the way through gold zone. Yogev Malka denied again on a tower stage. Yannick. Can he reach stage 6 again? And he will! I'd like to point out with all these clears, it's been close.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is looking kind of grim. The Lion. Hopefully gonna turn things around. He's never been to stage 6 in this era. He will tonight. Finally gets revenge on the space elevator. Jack Andrews for another shot to take the record that was his to start. The all-time progress record for chatters. In order to get a shot at that, he's got to beat the space elevator.
Another clear train coming.
Can he do it tonight? No, he won't! A quarter of a meter short. Oh, God. And that will do it for the chatters. Oh, he was so close.
Valiant effort, nevertheless. Valiant effort, nevertheless.
Very valiant
Give me marble mouse, Caleb.
Daniel Gill fails at stage 5 as well. The Kingdom Ninja's out of it. Tatsuya Tada. Come on.
Looking grim here.
Looking really grim. Tada's out of it. 3/4 of a meter short. Last of the Folsoms. Sam Folsom. He moves on. Nearly beats the Klaxon. Addy Herman.
Captain.
And of course, of all the people in the barn bird, is the captain showing them how it's done. Addy Herman. One of the only female competitors left, if not the only one. And she's out on gold zone.
Oh, man.
Meissner. What's left of the top 10 tends to be decimated on Space Elevator. And Meissner is maybe the outlier because he's just put us at double digits. And there is 6 runners left. So we have a chance to get 16 runners in stage 6 at most. Samyach. Hoping to be one of them. He's done it before. He will not do it tonight. Nearly halfway through the gold zone. Munier. Surely someone in the top 10 moves on. Munier beats the Klaxon.
There we go.
Putting us at 11. The most we can do is tie the clear rate that we had last week. Loic Fortier. Loic Fortier. Can he get back to stage 6? He will!
Yes!
Loic Fortier. He's top 25 for a reason. Enzo De Ferrari Wilson. One of our most recent finalists. Not likely. There we go, though. He does manage to pull it off. Nearly beating the Klaxon in the process.
Nice.
Renee Castley. Known for surprises, is also known for surprise fails. See the Sasuke World Cup for a prime example of this. How will he fare on Space Elevator tonight? He moves on.
But he's also known for climbing towers.
I mean, he was on Sasuke's final stage once, and he pretty much gave up on the Sandman.
That was a farce.
Well,
that was a farce. Let me defend Castle here. Let me defend Castle.
No, you're good. You're good.
In the most recent Germany season, he did the best out of the 3 finalists.
Oh, damn.
But he got last minute sitting in Germany 9,
That,
and he reached the final stage.
that checks out. Last runner. In order to put us at 50-50 clear rate for the second straight tournament, Clément Gravier has to beat Space Elevator. Can he do it again? Yes, he will.
All right.
Putting us at 15. Going into stage 6. And that will round out stage 5. How many female competitors left, if any? Vivian. And I think that's it. Meaning Olivia Vivian is your last woman standing. She is back. And she does it for the second time in her career.
Yeah, of course it's the international rep.
The Aussie on top of that. She was on Sasuke, so it does check out that she'd be one of the strongest female competitors in the world.
Yeah.
Vivian, your last woman standing. Chatters are out of it. Just Vivian left for the women. How many of the top 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the top 10 left. One of the Folsoms left. Whew. 15 remain.
There's such a strong performance in just the previous stage, and it all changed just like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Stage 6 in a moment. 3 stages remain. We have now exited the Earth's atmosphere. I can't talk. Now the complexion of this game changes again. The scale increases exponentially. And I think it's safe to say things are about to get otherworldly. Stage 6 is the newly adjusted Forbidden World. It consists of 12 obstacles divided into 2 segments, the first of which is timed. It's named Soul. Fairly new obstacle, Spin Zone, which is from A&W. Competitors run across 4 freely spinning wheels, each with 3 footholds. Metronomes from NNL, if I recall, WNL, sorry. 2 swinging arms with small square platforms that the athletes jump across. Vaulting bars from Proto Sasuke. 3 Lachey bars on arms attached from the ground that, with enough force, can be swiveled closer to the next bar, similar to Crank It Up. It's a scrapped obstacle from Proto Sasuke. Earth from Super Rider, but without the bike. We're walking across a big sphere that looks like the planet Earth, hence the name. And a lot of people in the past, it is rated an 8. So you cannot take any granted, or any of these obstacles for granted for that matter. Minefield. Classic obstacle from A&W. A series of it features a series, of cones and cannonballs that must be swung across. And finally, Alcatraz Escape. It is 3 walls, it's from Muso. 3 walls that, the first of which you go over, the second of which you go through with a little tiny gap near the top, and the third of which is where you go over with a metal bar near the top. Time limit is either 110 or 115 seconds. I will have to check. It is 115 seconds. So that is a visual error on my part. I will hopefully fix that in a moment. Then Luna, the upper body segment, Jaw Dropper, invented by Brett Sims, which is 3 ledges on a spring hinge that drops a level when caught. And Sky High from Muso is a tall jump into a super tramp, followed by 2 sky hook jumps. The new obstacle, Unstable Shields. 3 shields in the shape of the NNL, or in this case WNL logo. The first suspended by 4 chains, and the second and third suspended by 2 chains. The second, board's chains are on the side, requiring the competitor to make a sideways catch. Nail File. I cannot talk today. Nail File. Competitor slide 2 blocks across a horizontal track, then remove the blocks and insert them into the second track. Planet Bridge EX is a mix of Planet Bridge and curved body prop, but it's going upwards and with planets on both sides, so it's very difficult. And finally, OGS, Aussie Grip Swap. A switch grip followed by 2 yo-yo holds. The last thing standing between these competitors and stage 7, the penultimate stage of this course. Denied many a competitor in the past. Hopefully that will not happen tonight. I'm going to fix the visual error and we will kick off stage 6. Stage 6 starts right now and with Olivia Vivian. 15 remain. Last week we had 5 in stage 7. I will say, in a lot of the tests I did before we kicked off this tournament, he had barely any or none in stage 7. So I'm kind of worried about this point in the tournament. Vivian.
Reasonably so.
She makes it to Luna. The only competitor in history to reach stage 7 as a woman is
Riley Porter.
Riley Porter, yes. It was a few weeks ago in tournament 14. Will Olivia Vivian do the same? Come on, Vivian. She set the record in tournament 1 in terms of the all-time progress record for female competitors. Can she do it again tonight? Planet
PB.
Yeah, she gets a new PB.
She has it. Yes, she does have a new PB, but OGS!
Oh.
And that will do it for the female competitors. Vivian out of it. She is your last woman standing. And she does get a new PB. But by 9 obstacles.
Holy.
That'll do it for the women. Flip, making it to stage 6 for the first time in his career. Here we go. He now faces Forbidden World. He makes it to Luna and beats the Klaxon on top of that. Come on, Flip. No one in stage 7 yet. Saving on Draw Dropper is Flip. Flip.
The nerves might be getting to him.
Unstable shields. The new obstacle takes out Flip. 0 for 2 thus far in stage 6. Jun Sato. He's been to stage 7 before. Can he do it again? Yeah, I'm sorry. We're back. Jun Sato takes on stage 7. Or stage 6, sorry. Never mind, he fails metronomes. Does not bode well for Sandro Scheibler. Ooh. Oh, he's going the minefield. Luna. 200 short of beating the Klaxon. Can Sandro Scheibler become a 2-time finalist? Can he do it in this era?
Making good work thus far.
Did it in tournament 3. He just has OGS left. Takes the record from the lead from Vivian, and he confirms the stage 7. Thank God. We will not have a wipeout in stage 6. 1 for 4. 11 left. How many, if any, will join him? A lot of people going all the way to Max Feinberg, who's never been to the back half of the course in this era. He only did it in tournament 8. I think.
Yeah, he did in tournament 8.
Okay, saving on metronomes. He beats the
If
class.
we're gonna win Scheibler, it's gonna be Feinberg, that's for sure.
Max Feinberg, he's halfway there. He's going to Luna. 6 obstacles away.
Hear the nerves in your voice.
Yeah, I'm really worried about this roster. All I'm saying. Planet Bridge and OGS away. Max Feinberg misses on OGS.
It's looking flawless up to that point, man, but OGS is deceptively difficult.
Yeah, that switch grip has denied so many a shot at stage 7.
A lot of room for error there, yeah.
Oof. This course demands perfection. Max Feinberg unable to deliver. He does have a new PB, though, by 7 obstacles. So,
yeah.
nothing to scoff at. Tobias Plenger. His first attempt in the new era. He has a shot at a new personal best. In order to do that, he's got to get at least to Alcatraz escape. But he will not!
Oh.
He fails on metronomes. 2 appearances in a row. He's been to stage 6. And he fails early on this time around.
Rough.
Yannick. Saving on spin zone. Beats the Klaxon and he moves on to Luna. Yannick, to get to stage 7 for the first time in his career, as well as get a new PB, he's got to beat OGS.
Easier said than done, though, as we've seen before.
By no means an easy feat. Halfway through, though, nail file. Now he gets a rest point. PBEX. Come on. To get a new personal best, just OGS left. Yannick is a semi-finalist.
Yes.
Oh, Yannick gets to stage 7 for the first time in his career.
About damn time.
About damn time, dude. Yannick moves on. We still have 8 people left. Next to go, the Lion. Zones has announced Dumo Cell. In order for a new personal best, he just has to beat Earth. Not an easy feat. It is rated as an 8. How will the Lion fare in Forbidden World? Saving on Earth, but he fails on Minefield and gets a new personal best by 1 obstacle. It's a tale as old as time in this competition.
Yup.
It's always a rough sight to see. Last of the Folsoms. The barn burners watching on, including his wife, as Sam Folsom takes on Forbidden World once again. He moves on to Luna, and he beats the Klaxon. He more than beats the Klaxon. Damn. 16 seconds. Luna. In order for a shot at a new personal best, he's got to beat Luna. His personal best is 7.4. Passes the new obstacle in unstable shields. 2 obstacles away from another shot at stage 7. OGS! Yes!
There we go.
The Folsoms remain going into stage 7. Putting us at Trey. Going into stage 7. Sam Folsom is now I will check. He is now a 3-time semi-finalist. We now move on to what's left of the already decimated top 10. Joseph Meissner. He's been here before. For a new PB, he's got to beat Unstable Shields. He was taken out by UFO Arcade, one of its many victims in the past several tournaments. But now it's been replaced. So now, in his mind, he has a shot. Saving on Metronomes is Meissner. Saving on Alcatraz Escape as well, he moves on to Luna and beats the Klaxon on top of that. He has a shot against his nemesis, but he fails on Jaw Dropper. Joseph Meissner denied again by Luna. Noah Munier. Noah Munier trying to become a 2-time semi-finalist. His personal best is 7.7. He did get to Niflheim a few weeks ago. He easily gets to Luna. No question. But can he reach
strong
stage
performances thus far? Yeah.
Yeah, these runs are crazy. Munier once again takes on Luna to become a 2-time semi-finalist. Saving on Unstable Shields. The people who have done that or become a 2-time semi-finalist are few and far between. Noah Munier, though, will not be one of them. Right at the end, 2 jumps away from stage 7, denied again by OGS. Does not bode well for Loic Fortier. He had his breakout performance last week. He failed Doorknob Delta, but he got to stage 7 regardless. He's got to do it again. He's already proved himself to not be a one-hit wonder. He's made it to Luna. Can he become a 2-time semi-finalist? Can he be 1 for 2? No, can he be 2 for 2? Wait, can he have a... If he beats this stage, he will have a perfect clear rate on stages 1 through 6.
Oh, wow.
So Loic Fortier has a shot to do the unimaginable tonight.
A lot at stake right now for
He
Loic here.
debuted last week. Got all the way to stage 7, saving on unstable shields. Blew us all the way. And now he's 2 obstacles away from doing it again. Make it 1. OGS! And he's got no!
Oh!
1 jump away from stage 7. Denied a perfect clear rate in the first 6 stages by 1 jump. Fortier is a force to be reckoned with. And clearly, he's proven tonight that he is not a one-hit wonder.
Absolutely not. By no means.
That is unbelievable, though. Enzo De Ferrari Wilson. We're still at 3 people in stage 7. And not a lot of people left. If I recall, it's just Enzo... Renee? No, not Renee. Let me check. Enzo...
It's Sandro. Wait. Oh, it's
Enzo,
it was
Renee, and
Sandro.
Gravier. Okay. Yeah, it's Enzo, Renee, and Gravier left.
Yeah, Renee got through.
Okay. So will Enzo reach stage 7 again tonight? It's gotta be Forbidden World. He beats the Klaxon and moves on to Luna.
Flawless on Soul. Can it be flawless on Luna, though?
Oh, it's no easy feat. Enzo De Ferrari Wilson had his breakout performance in Tournament 14, 2 seconds away from reaching the untimed section of Stage 8, saving on unstable shields. Planet Bridge EX and OGS away. Planet Bridge
Come on.
takes out Enzo.
Oh.
2 runners left, 3 moving on. Things are looking grim, to say the least. Renee Castley, the circus artist, fails vaulting bars.
What?
Of all
the
things,
acrobat going out on vaulting bars.
the circus artist failing on the vaulting bars, of all things. The first of the vaulting bars. Like I said, he's known for surprise fails, but
Yeah.
Jesus. The most we can have in stage 7 is 4 people. Last runner to go. And that's if this man doesn't choke on stage 6. Clément Gravier. He got to the final stage last week. Can he do it again? Clément Gravier moves on to Luna. He does beat the Klaxon. I think there should be a reward if you beat the Klaxon, like an advantage or something. I don't know, a lot of people would end up doing that.
Yeah.
Luna, the last runner to go on stage 6. Saving on... He fails saving on Jaw Dropper, and he fails on Sky High. 3 remain in stage 7.
And that marks a new chapter in the tragic story of Gravier. My God.
Gravier.
The stage is unpredictable. Luna, at least, is very unpredictable.
Absolutely. Gravier denied again on stage 6. A save on Jaw Dropper and a fail on Sky High will end stage 6. OGS, easily the killer of the stage. 3 remain. Scheibler, Yannick, Folsom. Stage 7.
Hey, yo, this is also not the first time we had a Swiss man clear, and there's only 3 semifinalists.
That's fair. Because Scheibler did it in Tournament 2. And 15 weeks later, he did it again.
And Omega time is a flat circle.
Damn. We've really come full circle. Stage 7 in a moment. It's going to be quick. 2 stages remain. But it doesn't get any easier from here. Over the past 6 stages, we've journeyed across land, sea, and sky. We ventured from cyberspace to deep space and beyond. Before this penultimate stage, these competitors must face the toughest challenge thus far. the second coming of the afterlife. Stage 7 is the newly adjusted Paradise Lost. It consists of 8 obstacles and is an upper body gauntlet, peg class. It's a bunch of block with ledges at the bottom and holes for pegs to be inserted into. Atomic Grasper, which is the doorknob grasper with atomic hold so that you spin freely. Altitude limit from Prototoska, V1 version, with 3 ledges and 2 vertical transitions. Directly into the cliffhanger Odyssey. 11 ledges, sniped ledges, big reach-ups, crazy jumps, rounded ledges, dropping ledges, and a dismount. You name it, it's got it. Going into the back half is Flying Bar Triple Deluxe, a mix of the Noah's Ark, the Northeast Regional Flying Bar, and the Bear Trap, taking out so many in the past. The Heartbreaker. 3 vertical boards, 2 horizontal boards, and a 2.2 meter jump at the end. And it's taken out a lot of people. But it wouldn't be an afterlife themed stage in Omega if there wasn't a certain twist, a certain choice competitors had to make. And in this era, it's no different. Competitors, your options lie in wait. Divinity or damnation. Stage 7 is a split decision upper body gauntlet. 8 obstacles, very few rest points, only one of them is new, or 2. Heaven or Hell, Paradise Lost, or Devil's Domain. Doorknob Delta is a mix of the Rumbling Dice and the Doorknob Grasp. Rolling Steel is a mix of the Iron Peddler and the Arm Bike. The new obstacle is Wicked Windows from Muso, directly into the Cheese Wedges from WNL. That kicking off the back half, it's Deja Vu from A&W directly into the 7 Circles of Hell. A mix of the Ring Toss, Sky Hooks, Ring Jump, and Final Ring consecutively. But, as y'all already know, that's not all. Should the last 2 obstacles be reached, competitors must face Niflheim. Monster Climb, directly into the lightning bolts. For a shot at the final stage, a shot to best the Phoenix, and a shot to reach the human horizon. Will anyone survive? 3 athletes remain. How many, if any, will keep the finalist streak alive in Omega? First to go has been in this position before. He reached Stage 7 in Tournament 2 of Omega, and in Ninja Warrior Germany, he's reached the 3rd stage 4 times, and he's reached the final stage once in his most recent appearance. Now he has a shot against the afterlife. The self-employed carpenter from Switzerland, Sandro Scheibler, takes on Stage 7 for the 2nd time in his career. In order for a new personal best, he must either beat SUH or the Heartbreaker. It all comes down to this: Divinity or damnation. Paradise Lost. A few adjustments to this stage. In order for a new personal best, he's got to reach Niflheim. Very few have done so. Even fewer have gotten past it. This is easily the least amount of competitors we've had in Stage 7. The last time Scheibler was in this position, there were 3 left, and he was the first to go. But this is a whole different can of worms from Rainbow Road, the stage he faced previously. Altitude limit. How's his grip strength? Not good enough. Altitude limit.
Altitude limit has taken heads before, and that remains the same here this time around.
Yeah, that is rough. He is denied a new personal best, but he is now a 2-time semifinalist in Omega. 2 athletes remain. Next one does not have a BGM on the Sharp Ninja Machine Wiki, which, by the way, if you want to see these tournaments live, check out the Ninja Masters Discord linked in the description. Olyanik running next. In order to take the lead from Scheibler, just has to get to the 3rd ledge of the altitude limit. Or get far into the wicked windows? Divinity or damnation? Devil's Domain. There is only one new obstacle in Wicked Windows in this stage. As I literally just mentioned, it's Wicked Windows. It is very difficult. It's from Muso, so of course it's going to be difficult. Doorknob Delta, he's through. Rolling Steel. Wicked Windows. Saving on Rolling Steel. It consists of 2 tilted cliffhanger ledges, fashioned like the window hang. The last 2 require crazy jumps. It is rated as an 8, so not difficult as the obstacle it replaced in the Ultra Inferno cliffhanger, but still very difficult.
And to do it after 2 pumpy obstacles just before that just adds to the fire here.
Directly into the cheese wedges. And by the way, the cheese wedges is the version with a dismount this time around.
Whoa.
So same as the Cliffhanger Odyssey.
The second one.
Got the third. There is a third cheese wedge. And a fourth.
The fourth? Jesus Christ.
Got the dismount. He's onto the back half, though. Deja Vu. I was not aware it added that many wedges. I probably should have tested that. Deja Vu. He fails the hook jump on Deja Vu. And just like that, we're down to 1. He also doesn't have a BGM on the Ninja Machine Wiki. The captain of the King Jesus Barn Burners, Sam Folsom. His wife, his brother, his fellow barn burners watches on as he makes the last decision of the night. Divinity or damnation? The King Jesus Barn Burners captain finally takes on the heaven-themed stage.
The Barn Burners are a team that have been considered a contender to be the champion of this current TNA season. So
he's been to this point before. Saving on the peg clouds is Sam Folsom.
Oh.
In order for a new personal best, he's got to reach the back half. That means clearing the altitude limit and the Cliffhanger Odyssey with no rest points. Last time he was here, he was bested by the cheese wedges.
Cliffhanger got that reach,
Odyssey.
He got it.
Saving on the straight ledges.
Oh. Had used resiliency twice thus far. That could be a bad omen.
How much does he have left in the tank? Fellow barn burners, his wife, his brother watching on with bated breath as he now has a shot at a new personal best and a shot to become a finalist for the first time in his career. Rounded ledges.
It's thinner and thinner as he progresses.
Dismount on Cliffhanger Odyssey. He has a new personal best.
There we go.
Flying Bar Triple Deluxe. And he takes the lead from Yannick. He is your last man standing for this week, but how much farther will he go? He's got to take down that infamous bear trap maneuver on top of the Northeast Regional Flying Bar.
Sam Folsom does know a thing or two about bar tech. He has made several bar tech type obstacles in the past.
So you'd think this would be right in his element. Can he handle the bear trap? Sam Folsom, to reach the Heartbreaker, he's got it. There is a rest point this time around. Heartbreaker. Can he be the only person to reach Niflheim tonight? Can he actually pull it off? Or will it end on the Heartbreaker? Third vertical board. Now for the jump. Come on, Sam. Can he sound the horns? We're going to Niflheim.
Yes.
We end this tournament on a Niflheim run, and he fails on the Monstro Climb.
That soon, my
jump
goodness.
Of the Monstro Climb ends this tournament. And for the first time in several weeks, we do not have a final tonight. But damn, he got close. And a new personal best to boot. He's never faced anything like Monster Climb, so he had nothing to base. He had no reference points going into this segment. Leaderboard. Ooh, Vance Walker was 94th. The Laliang just missing out on stage 2. Lebrec just missing out on stage 3.
Rough.
Myler just missing out on stage 4. And missing out on stage 5. Jay Lewis was P32. Gota was P number 31. I believe, yes, Olivia Vivian was her last woman standing. Jack Andrews is LCS for the 4th time. Leaderboard. Clément Gravier staying in it. Flip Rodriguez. Enzo De Ferrari Wilson. Loic Fortier is coming back next week. Olivia Vivian. Max Feinberg. Noam Jr. 4 fails on OGS. Sandro Scheibler is a 2-time finalist. Ol Janek and Sam Folsom finally got to Niflheim this week. Until next time, this has been Omega. For Venny Kins, I'm Kim Coldcloud. Fare thee well. And we'll see you in double feature on Friday.